hope you like the intro. I think we need to do a little bit more work on that. That was a bit too long, but we're trying to get ourselves a little bit more professional here at Shed Adventures. So welcome, and welcome to the 4th episode, I think. How time flies when we're having so much fun. Well, I am anyway. So welcome, viewer. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about these two little things here. And you can go, well, this would be a shed adventure. Who's had the adventure? Well, these little fellas here have had a lifetime of adventures. And what we'll do is we'll explore some of those today. So what do we actually got here? Well, variously described as a railway lantern, a railway hand lantern, an MOD lantern. It's the sort of thing that authorities would have, railways, military, police, local authorities, and it really was a signalling lamp. In my view, didn't provide much light. And this design, another piece of iconic design, if you do a little bit of research on Google, you'll see this around 1917, so around the back end of the First World War. You'll see it on the railway children if you look closely, someone waving one to attract the attention of a train. So right up until the 50s, people were telling me that you could still find them in the back of the stores, and replaced by a modern thing called the Bardic lamp. Big solid battery powered lamp. Generically, the original one's made by Bardic, and then everyone started calling that type of lamp a Bardic lamp right through my army career. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So we open it up, and as I said, it's a signalling lamp, and it has a number of colours. So what we're seeing here is clear, but you can pull the little switch back here, and you can spin this round, and what you can see is red, and you can see green, and obviously you can see clear. So you've got a light that you can just change as and when. And then inside we have a very basic paraffin burner with a little reflector on the back. This is like a cork stopper. This, you just pull this out. Oh, out she comes, and there we have the wick, and in there I know is some paraffin, because I popped some in earlier on today. So that just fits back in there. All pretty basic. You have a little turner here, so we can adjust our wick, and you'll see that it really doesn't set the world alight. It's a very, in my view, weak light. But I suppose on a dark night it would do what it was required and signal to a train or to the military that there was something going on. Don't know if you can see that very well. Cover on. Nicely designed to be windproof, and there you have it. And if you wish to, you should, I think, be able to lift that up and spin it round and make it green. So why am I so interested in these, and why am I saying that they've had a journey? Well, you would think I would have found these in a junk shop in England. These two were found in a bunker in Kuwait, deposited there by the Iraqi army when they were kicked out. So you've now got a 1917 40s designed lamp in Iraq. And to add to the mystery, it's very difficult for you to see, and I don't think it's even worth me showing you, but here, actually stamped into the metalwork, if I can get the angle right, I don't know if you can see it, in English of all things, is Iraqi army. not in Arabic, but in English script, Iraq Army. So what sort of adventure did these have? My thoughts are, obviously Iraq, formed by the League of Nations 1920-1921, basically under the control of the Brits. Us, King Faisal, I believe, was put in charge. So we were very much the mother nation of Iraq, and a lot of military equipment went that way. And I suspect they wanted, as our MOD wanted, they wanted some signalling lights, and they would have gone to a British manufacturer and said, we need 500, couple of thousand signalling lights, please, can you make them? Who specced up having Iraq Army stamped on the side? I don't know. In English would have been more sense to have it obviously in Arabic, but there we are. And they obviously found their way into Iraq, kept in use right through the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, into the 80s, and obviously into the very early 90s, and actually deployed. And this one, that one has a slightly broken glass. When I found it, was actually still alight. It was just glowing red. They were using it as red, I suspect as a night light to keep their night vision intact. And it was sat there in a command bunker, burning away. And I recognised it. Why did I recognise it? Because the old Royal Corps of Transport had a railway squadron, and I've seen one of these. I was looking at this and I go, I know what that is. It's a railway lantern, because I've seen one. I think it was in the officers' mess in South Cerney, I believe. Don't know, but I'd seen one, all polished up, and sat there in the front entrance. And I went, I know what that is. That's a railway lantern. So I thought, well, we'll take those. And they came back to England. So they manufactured in England, shipped to Iraq. They've got to be 60 years old, I would think. Found their way into the Gulf War, and then liberated themselves, and in the back of a Land Rover, shipped all the way back to England at some stage. And now they sit here in Shed Adventures HQ. This one pretty much works as it is. I need to do a little bit of restoration on that one. What I'd wanted to do is use them as port and starboard lights on a very old boat. I think they'd be absolutely ideal. So if we have any old wooden boat owners who want a port and starboard light, please get hold of me. So that's it for today. A very short, sharp episode. My tea's getting cold, so I need to crack on. I hope you enjoyed that short history of these two lights. Please like and subscribe and share, and we'll be seeing you very shortly on another Shed Adventure. Thank you very much indeed. Bye bye now.